Hey everybody. Happy Friday. Hope you guys are having a great day, evening, afternoon, night, wherever you are in the world. Hey, how you doing? All right, let's get into this read. Welcome back to my channel. This is Adana, also known as the Afro-Zen. And today I'm reading for the beautiful, handsome collective. Hello, collective. How you doing? Flowers, flowers, flowers. Two more times. Flowers, flowers, flowers. One more time. Flowers, flowers, flowers. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. To book a private reading with me or to shop in my store, all that information is in the description box below. Okay, so let's get into this collective read here. Channel message is twisted truths and dead ends. Okay. Some people, or I won't say some, most, because we're living in a society where lies reign over the truth, okay? And a lot of people feel that if they were to speak the truth or to tell the truth, that they will actually be penalized or their truth will be minimized to actual lies, okay? So you have a group of individuals or a person, I'll just say group of individuals here that thought that their lying would have surpassed the truth that they were trying to hide here. So they tend to twist the truth in regards to what they're trying to hide from others here, okay? So a twisted truth for a narcissist is when they take something that is partially true or plausible and distort it to serve their own agenda. It's not an outright fabrication in the classic sense, but it's more insidious because there's enough truth to make it believable even to you. When a narcissist wants to prove their lies towards you, they're going to embellish the truth a little bit. They're not always going to give you all of the truth. This is where your discernment comes in. They're wanting to see if you're able to see right through their lies with the truth. And we'll say 9 times out of 10, most people aren't able to see the lies that they speak here because their lies are actually very believable. That makes sense? So when they feel like that they're able to use their lies as a form of truth here, they really feel like that they have control or more so reign over you here, okay? Few couple of words and letters that popped up as I began this actual live or before I came on here was trouble is coming. Okay. Shoes don't fit right. Blood. War declaration. And proof. The proof is in the lies that they spoke against you here. And because of the elaborate lies that they spoke against you here, it brought forth a form of a spiritual war, okay? The reason why they were going so hard against you here is because your truth did not equate or connect it to the lies that they spoke. They look at you as some form of an op or opposition or someone that they could not trust because you spoke truth. Sit with that for a moment. Most people that live in a life of lies are going to challenge your truth because they cannot handle the truth that you speak. They feel like your truth is a form of opposition, and they feel like that they cannot have the upper hand if you are continuously speaking truth. So in order for them to stop you from speaking truth, they thought in their right mind or their debilitated mind here that declaring war against you would have been enough for you to stop speaking the truth here. And they thought that they would have more so buried you with truth here in regards to proof. So the proof here is the lies that they spoke, okay? And they thought that their lies outweighed or was more so much heavier than the truth that you were speaking. And they were completely wrong. A couple of words or terms that came to me in my meditative state are Amanda, A. Marie, Ashton, Akbar, A-K-B-A-R, Akbar, puzzle. Maybe you're working on a puzzle piece recently. It could be figuratively or it could be a literal statement. Apple, maybe you were eating an apple recently or you love apples. We also have zinc, magnesium. You could be growing broccoli or lettuce and it could be bolting for you. Someone's name could be actually Bolt, B-O-L-T. Someone's name is Aniston or Kamara, okay? And I'm going to stop right there. I have some more notes that I have written here, but I'm going to break it up. So, again, Amanda, so confirmation if this is your story. Please keep in mind that this is a collective read. Everything that I mentioned to you is not going to resonate with you, okay? Excuse me. We have Amanda, A. Marie, Ashton, Akbar, puzzle, apple, zinc, magnesium, bolt. So again, you could be creating or you could be growing broccoli or lettuce, but because of the heat that has been happening all across the, across the world or the country or the United States, take how it resonates, your broccoli or lettuce could be bolting, okay? Meaning that it's too hot to grow this actual vegetation. Aniston or Kamara, okay? They declared war on you because you were speaking truth against their lies. The truth that you were speaking did not fit the truth, did not fit the shoes of the lies that they were walking in. This person is now homeless. So take it how it resonates. A group of people could be homeless or a person could be homeless. Take it how it resonates. They were telling people that you needed them or that you would need them before they needed you. And we all know that's not the truth or the case here. Because once again, you didn't do anything to this person. But because of the advances or more so the options or the decision that, or choices that they decided to take towards you here, it landed them in homelessness. Someone's name is Pete or Peter, Patricia or Pat. You could be listening to Patra. You could be Jamaican. Now, people are seeing that they're very homeless here, and a lot of people are having a lot of questions in regards to the transaction, or more so what transpired them to become homeless. Well, I mean, they were lying on you here, and they felt like that their lies were much more stronger than the truth that you were speaking. It could be a frenemy. Take it how it resonates. This frenemy here, for who resonates here, know that that trouble is coming. They're realizing that all of the truth that you have spoken is the proof that is needed for you and other people to see that this frenemy wasn't telling the truth here. Someone's name is Bianca or Bryson or Benny. You could be listening to Elton John, Benny and the Jets, or maybe you just love Elton John as a general or just as a whole here. Yeah, we have eviction here. Okay. This is very small for whoever it resonates for. If you're not keeping up with like your credit reports or your credit history here, for a very small select few of you guys, this part's not going to resonate with everybody, of course. I feel like this ex-friend or ex-lover here may have used your name or information to secure a home or an apartment space. And for whoever that resonates for, so they had fake, false identification, false ID. They were using your information to secure this space or spots here. So if you're getting a ding on your report or your credit report that you owe money to a, let's say, an apartment complex or a housing complex, however it resonates here, you have enough information to be able to sue this person for false identity, false identification, and also fraud. This frenemy received information from your toxic family dynamic to railroad you here. For some odd reason, this toxic family dynamic thought it was okay to give out your social security towards this frenemy or ex-lover. Again, take it how it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everybody. But I feel like this was their way of trying to get back towards you here to kind of show you that they had control over you, and they did not. But you're able to press full charges or fully press charges amongst this frenemy or ex-lover that may have done some things within your name here or underneath your name here, okay? We have stuck energy and we have narcissists. This narcissistic individual declared war on you because you were speaking truth. And they knew that you had a lot of proof in regards to the truth that you were speaking. And they felt like that if a lot more people or enough people were able to see that you were speaking truth, because the truth is where the proof is, that it was going to put them in a position, or more so in a bind, where they won't be able to get out of here. And that's what's happening here. They were telling people that you were evicted from a home or an apartment setting, despite that even actually happening, and it may have happened here. But it was more so like a temporary situation. So for whoever resonates, if you were homeless at one point in time, you're not homeless anymore. If you are currently homeless, you will actually be able to receive a home or be in a better situation or a better setting based on what has transpired or happened from before. It could be a Capricorn, so it could be a low vibrational Capricorn here. And shocking message. So either you are the Capricorn or you were dealing with a Capricorn that were trying to keep you stuck here. Okay, so take how it resonates. But this is a low vibrational Capricorn here that is losing their place or have lost their place because of the lies that they spoke against you here. Some examples of a twisted truth for a narcissist consist of selective truth. They tell only the parts that make them look good or you look bad. An example would be, they may say something like, I just told them you were angry, but they omit that they provoked you. So this is where the half-truths come in. They're very selective with the type of truths or partial truth that they speak, because they still want to be looked as credible or seem as credible in some way, shape, or form. So if they give some form of truth out of 100%, if they give at least maybe 10% or 15% of the truth, they feel that they're still in the clear to speak more lies over the truth that they actually spoke or given out. That makes sense? Another example of a twisted truth will be exaggeration or minimization. They inflate your flaws or mistakes while downplaying or denying theirs. An example would be, you're always overreacting when you call them out, on the lies that they spoke here. So they tend to exaggerate the lies, or more so the truth, in regards to what they have stated towards you or towards other people. And when you're able to have that aha moment or that light bulb moment that they have been telling nothing but lies here, the first thing or the main thing that they will say towards you here is that you're overreacting, you don't know what you're talking about, you're very delusional, you're not making sense, blah, 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 to discredit the truth that you are speaking here. And it backfired in your face. There's a Capricorn that is taking pills right now. They don't want you to be aware about that. This is a low vibrational Capricorn, okay? But there's a Capricorn here that's not doing well with life right now, or they feel like life is over for them because they no longer have the assets or the capital to come off as if they were rich, or more so as if they were doing well. They were only doing well under the guise of the lies that they were saying about you. So the more that they lied about you, the more better or the more successful that they thought that they would have become or they would have been. That makes sense? Someone's name is Unique. Uniqua. You could be listening, you could be watching the Backyardigans. Some of you guys could be healing your inner child energy. Someone's name is Valencia. We have Fake Rich here and Karma. This low vibrational Capricorn that is currently in stuck energy here, love to parade their fool's gold. I'll put it in that way. And when people look closely to their fool's gold here, they realize that this Capricorn is not who they seem to be. And they're currently in full-blown karma right now. This Capricorn, low vibrational Capricorn, really, 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 really betted on the individuals that would take the half-truths as actual full truths. This low vibrational Capricorn, there's something going on with their stomach right now. They're drinking and they're also taking pills. You may have known this intuitively. Imagine someone has to drink and take pills to declare war on you. Confirmation. They have to be underneath some form of a substance, or I can't say substance, some form of a paraphernalia to feel stronger than you. They have to escape to feel stronger than you. They have to drink some form of alcohol to feel stronger than you. They have to take some kind of something to escape the reality that they created for themselves to feel more powerful than you. You already know that trouble has arrived. They know that trouble has arrived. You know and they know, but they don't want other people to be aware that you are aware and that they are aware. Someone's name is Tiny, or your nickname could be Tiny. Someone's name is Valeria, V-A-L-E-R-I-A, or Valero, V-A-L-E-R-O. I believe Valero is a type of gas station, I believe. Valero. Somebody just ordered chicken from a gas station or fried fish from a gas station. Or you may be an owner of a gas station, or that is one of your goals or plans to secure a gas station. So take that how that resonates. Someone works in oil and gas, or the oil company. So take that how that resonates. Someone works offshore. So you may work offshore for like 6 months. Maybe you work 6 months. Maybe you're off for 6 months. Take it how it resonates. Please keep in mind that this is a collective read. Not everything that I mentioned to you is going to resonate with you, okay? Someone's name is Reynold, Reynolds, or Reginald. They know that they could not physically fight you with the truth that you spoke, because the truth that you spoke was very profound. And they knew that if they came closer to you in a physical manner here, that people would see them as the bully. So they tried to cover all of their tracks with the false truths or the hidden truth that they spoke, so that way you can come off as the bad guy here. And it didn't work in a way that they anticipated. So when they declared war, not on you, but more so themselves here, this is when all of the shadows kind of fell out for everyone to see. Because how are you going to declare war on someone that's telling truth? You can't beat someone that's telling truth. That doesn't make sense. A liar thinking that they can beat someone that speaks truth, I mean, it's going to be very hard to beat. And this person thought that their lies was much stronger than the truth that you spoke. Again, which is why they declared war on you. They didn't declare war on you truthfully. They declared war on themselves because of the lies that they spoke. Hopefully that makes sense. They were so triggered by your truth that they declared war on themselves. Oh, that's not true. Oh, I got to stop this person. Oh, I got to keep them from speaking up. Oh, I got to keep them from speaking out, whatever the case may be. They declare war on themselves. And the moment that they declare war on themselves is the moment that they began to self-destruct. Someone's name is Michelle or Michael. Minnie, Mickey. I'm hearing minstrel, M-I-N-S-T-R-E-L, minstrel, or menstrual, M-E-N-S-T-R-U-L, menstrual. Hey, Harold, I'm good. How you doing, boo? We have a Scorpio here. A low vibrational Scorpio that could be very fake rich, or they're not in tune with their intuitiveness. Somebody loves picante sauce. I'm hearing the name Perth, P-E-R-T-H, Perth. Hey, Chandra, I'm good. How you doing? We have hiding something. They're hiding that trouble has came, and they're hiding that they declared war on themselves. That's what they're hiding. Do you know that sometimes when you realize that people are lying and they're trying to call judgment on you, that they really call judgment on themselves? To the point where they self-destruct in front of everyone to see. When people feel like that they have control or reign over the spiritual world, knowing that they are completely 100% in the wrong or incorrect in regards to the moves that they make, or more so the intentions that they intend on towards other people, is very mind-blowing for an individual that don't have any type of spiritual protection, spiritual connection, and try to or attempt to call judgment towards the collective. How does that work? How does someone that is the initiator of all of this debacle here attempts to try to call judgment on someone that is speaking nothing but mere truth? It's very funny to watch. Very, very funny to watch. I call judgment on you for speaking truth. Yeah. Okay. No problem. Because all that's going to do is just to make you speak more truth. You understand where I'm coming from? I would have called judgment on you. Okay. You're speaking too much truth. Okay. God gonna get you. Okay. So it to be honest, it's like they put you at the forefront or in a very high calibrated position to give you the opportunity to speak the truth, despite them going against the truth that you speak. And when you're finally sitting on that high throne to speak that truth, that's what they did not anticipate or they didn't want for you. For some odd reason, these individuals feel like that your truth is a lie. They think that your truth is a form of lies. And they feel like that their lies are a form of truth. We are halfway between or halfway down the mark of 2025. We are in almost July of 2025. We have about 5 months left before we hit 2026. And we have individuals here that swear by their lies that their lies are always going to take care of them, is going to get them out of trouble, is going to stay underneath the radar, and no one will be able to see or decipher the lies that they speak. Another form of twisted truth would be context removal. Excuse me. Somebody may have something with what's that, acid reflux? You could be suffering from acid reflux or some form of esophageal type of something here. You may have acid reflux, or what's that, GERD? Gestational erosion or something like that, whatever it's called, GERD, GERD. Another form of twisted truth will be context removal. They retell events without the context that explains your side. They screamed at me for no reason, conveniently leaving out their cruel remarks before you lost your temper. They make their lies work for them, not for you. That's why they speak the lies. And that's why they're so against you speaking the truth, because of the lies that they speak. Does that make sense? The next one, a form of twisted truths, would be projection. They accuse you of what they themselves are doing. You're so manipulative. While they're triangulating you or triangulating people against you. Anything to discredit your truth, because they know that the lies that they speak is very overwhelming, or more so very damning, and they can't handle or tolerate more so the backlash if other people see them speaking lies. Someone could be shopping at a grocery store right now. I'm specifically hearing Kroger or ShopRite. Take that how that resonates. You could be, maybe you're an individual that loves to collect cans, or maybe you sell your cans. If that makes sense, like, you know how sometimes when you can sell the cans, and I think it's like for 5 or 10 cents or so, like, you're very, very, very resourceful when it comes to whatever is around you. So take that how that resonates. Someone's name is Monique. What if you want to get away from the lies? How do I do that? So in order for you, so let me make this clear. So Elusive Panda states on TikTok, what if you want to get away from the lies? How do you do that? Well, first off, you need to make sure that you're able to see the lie for what it is, okay? Because you need the concrete proof to ensure that they are, you know, that they're telling the lies in regards to what they're saying about you. But once you're able to validate the lies that they're speaking, the next thing you need to do is just disconnect. You don't have to have a conversation with them. You don't have to argue with them. And you don't have to fight with them. Normally, when people are lying, they're wanting to encapsulate you, or they're wanting to engross you in some form of an argument or dispute or a fight. And if they feel like that, if they're able to be very successful with them telling lies here, then they have won. So how do you get away from the lies? You disconnect from it. Don't give it any energy. Don't give it any play time. Because most people that speak lies have some form of a very insidious game that they like to play or like to use as a form of game. Again, narcissistic individuals love to use mental manipulation as a form of game or games to destroy you. And if you succumb or fall into their trap of a mental mind or a mental game here, then there's some times or occurrences where it may be very hard for you to get out of. Specifically or especially if you don't have a new perspective or a new outlook or a new option where you can see things in a different way to get out of what they're trying to place you in. Yes. Gia of Arkansas on TikTok says, yes, stardom of your energy and attention, even negative attention. If you don't give it attention, it's going to die. If you don't partake in the lies that they spoke about you, eventually it's going to die. Eventually they'll crash out. Eventually they'll be so up in arms because you're not paying attention to them. You're not paying attention to the lies that they're speaking about you here. And it's just like, okay, it kind of falls on deaf ears. If that makes sense. There's someone that is intravenously, if you catch my drift, someone is taking something intravenously. Does that make sense? Someone is putting stuff up their veins because they can't handle what's going on currently. As I mentioned, I was raised in Philly. And Philly has a very daunting area called Allegheny and Kensington, where it literally is zombie land. And there are a lot of people that are on some form of a product here where you just see them kind of like bend over and tipped over. And this particular drug is more so superseding their life in that kind of way. There's someone that's heavily into escaping right now. They can't handle what's going on. That's a secret. They don't want you to be aware of that. Recently, however resonates for you, someone went to court and they lost over some form of an inheritance, or more so some form of like a house. And you're going to receive some form of documentation or paperwork, if you have not yet, in regards to how to secure or retrieve this home that was left for you. That's the secret here. It could be a Leo that's hiding the secret from you, or you could be the Leo that the secret is being hidden from. Take it how it resonates. So far we have Leo, Scorpio, or Capricorn. Take it how it resonates. There's also a woman, a Leo, that's a feminine energy here. That's a woman here that's having issues with their reproductive system. They could be bleeding profusely. They may need some kind of a surgery. Take this how this resonates. Someone may need a hysterectomy. Someone could have been recently pregnant and they may have lost a child. And it may have prompted these doctors or nurses to have to do an emergency hysterectomy on this person. Take this how this resonates. Now, if this is a dark energy or negative individual that's on the darker side of things, they're keeping this away from you. They don't want you to be aware as to what they're going through. To be honest, their whole life is in shambles. And they feel like that if you were aware that their life is in shambles here, that you would have the upper hand to more so attack them. So the only thing they're worrying about is that they don't want you to attack them while they are down and out. They feel like that you are going to retaliate once you learn all of the ailments or all of the things that they're going through currently. Y'all gonna have to take that how that resonates. Some of y'all gonna attack back, and hey, that's fine. And you do not bash anyone that attacks other people back. It is what it is, and you are in your right to attack this individual if you decide to. That's your right. For the individuals that don't want to attack this individual, that's also your right. Please keep in mind, we all come from different walks of life, and everyone's point of view is going to be slightly different. Either way is very justifiable. Take it how it resonates. And if you do decide to fight back or to throw back towards this person, nothing negative is going to happen towards you. I need to make that clear. Whatever side you decide to be on, it is what it is. You have every right to protect yourself, however way you see fit. And you need to do what is best for you. Okay? I'm not here to judge anybody on the collective side. You need to do whatever it is that you need to do. Someone's name is Shalene or Shalina. Kenton, Kenton. Kenyon, Kenyon. Kenya, it could be from the country of Kenya. Somebody is suffering from GERD really bad. Someone's name is Cashton. Applebee's, maybe you work at Applebee's, maybe you recent Applebee's, or maybe you're wanting to go to Applebee's. We have Sizzla, Sizzla. You be listening to Sizzla Kalonji. He's a reggae artist. We have Mallory, Mary, Misty, Mistake, Maren, Maren, Margot, Margot, Marlowe, Marlowe, Delhi, Deli, Delhi. You could be from India. Shanghai, you could be from China, or maybe you're going to China, okay? Phuket, Phuket, Phuket. Cambodia, Sao Paulo, which is in Brazil, Osaka, Japan, Beijing, or you are an individual that is currently training for the Olympics. It could be Paralympics or the actual Olympics. Whatever position that you're currently in, and you are studying or you are training to become or to be in the Olympics, you're going to get that call or you're going to get that notification that you have been accepted in the Olympics. Let me give you some flowers for that. Yes. Period. If you're in the Paralympic or you are in the Olympics or you're wanting to get into the Olympics, I am very proud of you. Truly, truly, truly. Very, very, very proud of you. So whoever that resonates for, okay? We got the collective about to be in the Olympics. I know that's right. Yes, boo. I don't care what background you come from. I'm very proud of you, okay? Yes, trust the process. Okay, period. I know that's right. Very proud of you, whoever that is. Don't forget the little people, you know? I love that for you. So, we have anxiety, impulsive, and siblings. So it can be your siblings that's very impulsive with anxiety, or it could be an ex-lover siblings that is full of anxiety right now because they turned a blind eye in regards to what this ex was doing towards you. For whoever it resonates for, you may have been married with this ex at this point in time or at a point in time here, and you may have reached out to your ex's family dynamic here in regards to what they were doing towards you, and they completely ignored everything that you were saying. And the reason why they ignored everything that you were saying here is because two things. They didn't want to be involved, and number two, they didn't like you to begin with. And that's okay. But because of the extension as to how this karma is playing out here, this toxic ex siblings here are also, we'll say, benefiting from the karma that this ex tried to place onto you here. So their family dynamic is falling apart, including their siblings. They may have lost their job. They may have lost their form of income, whatever way that resonates for them. If they have a child or children, their child or children are very sick. There's a lot of things that are happening behind this ex's family dynamic here that they don't want you to be aware of. Plotting is in reverse. Your ex family or sibling may have had some form of a miscarriage recently. It may have been an actual pregnancy of a miscarriage, or it may have been a miscarriage of them trying to get ahead, but everything that they tried to do, they feel like that they're currently stuck. So they're trying to, the siblings or the family dynamic of this ex here is trying to persuade this ex to come towards you to have a conversation about you, to kind of bury the hatchet or to more so let bygones be bygones. But this ex was always a rival of yours. The next form of a twisted truth would be false equivalence. They equate things that are not equal to justify themselves. An example would be, sure, I lied about that, but you forgot about our anniversary once. We both make mistakes. So something so big that they have lied about and something small that you may have forgot about, they're trying to equate that as to why they feel very justifiable or justified as to what they are saying to be true here. So they tend to bend or twist the truth to make themselves look better or seem better than what they truly are. Well, you forgot my birthday. You forgot our anniversary, or you forgot this, or you forgot that. Basically trying to discredit everything that you are seeing about them to be true. They're trying to discredit that or more so project or to deflect as to what they're doing behind your back. Someone's name is Edison, or you could be from New York. I know Edison or Edcon. That is the name of the energy or the electric company in New York, like New Hampshire, Connecticut area or so. Con Edison. So take that how that resonates. Maybe you have a pending bill that you owe towards Con Edison. Or maybe you are disputing a bill that you received from Con Edison because you feel like maybe they are a con. Maybe they're not reading the meter right. Somebody's having an issue with their electric bill currently, okay? You're disputing it, or you don't want to pay it because you feel like that they're not telling the truth, or you could be fighting with them for quite some time. Take that how that resonates, okay? Thank you so much for not kicking me off your platform. That shows that you are serious about the work. So if you're new here, I don't tolerate foolishness. I don't care where you come from. I don't care what background you come from. I don't care how good you look or how good you sound or whatever the case may be. If you want some foolishness, then I'm gonna side eye you. But if you're coming here with good intentions, well then, I mean, you really don't have anything to worry about. I created a space here for individuals that feel like their voice have been suppressed or muted or ignored to the point where you feel like that your point or your voice can't be heard. That is the reason why I created this channel, so that way you can feel very comfortable in speaking about the occurrences, or more so the negative experiences that you have went through. So to be honest here, and I understand, but for you to say something like that, I'm gonna be very honest, because I'm a very honest and very direct person. It's just, I don't know, just kind of side eye me a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, I'm side eyeing you a little bit, because why would you say something like that? You know, unless you have hidden intentions or dark intentions. You know, that's just how I see it. You know, but if your intentions are good, you good in my book. You good. But if your intentions are bad, I'm always gonna call you out on it. That's just me. But I get it. I don't know. It just makes me side eye you for saying that. Well, I only can go by what you stated, and that's what you stated. If you never stated it, I would have never side eye. Like I said, I'm a very honest person. I'm a very honest, but I'm a very fair person. I really am. I'm a very, very, very fair person. And I don't know, just, you know, just doesn't sit well with me. That's all. Because I know what that's like for years and years upon years to not be heard. My voice was it was squashed. I had to be quiet all the time. People ignore me all the time. I know what that's like. Trust me. I know what that's like. I know what it's like when you're speaking nothing but truth and people don't want to hear what you have to say. That's why I encourage you guys to speak the truth, unapologetically, so it can help you to regain the confidence that you may have lost or you may have hidden. I want to see you guys do well. I don't want nothing from y'all. I mean what I say. I don't want nothing from y'all. I just want to see y'all do extremely well in whatever endeavors that you set your beautiful heart to do. That's it. That tells me that my job is done. I did what I was supposed to do. I'm here to spread nothing but good energy, truth, and sprinkle life over you. That's my mission. That's my purpose. So that's how I feel about that. So we have unemployed here. Yeah, this person or this group of individuals are unemployed because the more that they attack you, the more that they place themselves in the bind that they cannot get out of here. Someone could be selling themselves to pay for their bills or pay for whatever lifestyle that they may have. They could be trying to keep up here. Someone could be stealing from stores. They have resorted to the low or the minimum or the bare minimum of life, doing harmful or harsh things that are going to that's going to get them caught up in some very serious troubles here. So going into the store, stealing from the store, using their body in a very negative way, lying about other people, because again, they're unemployed and they don't have the credentials or the credibility to secure a job. So wherever they are in the world here, whatever community or county, state, city, wherever they are, there are a lot of people that are speaking about these individuals and they feel like that a lot of people are against them, and they are. It's more so energy, the negative energy or the dark energy that is against them. But in their eyes or their perception of things, they feel that everyone is against them, but it's all energy. Whatever you placed out into the world is what you're going to get back. So if you're going to be very ignorant, very disgusting with your energy, and you're spreading nothing but negativity, where you're going to get that back in return. If you're spreading nothing but love and support and etc., well, then that's what you're going to get back. It's that simple. So not only are they fighting addictions, they're also fighting cancer. There are many forms of cancer that are currently popping up for me energetically. So I'm hearing ovarian cancer. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Flowers, flowers, flowers. Thank you, baby. I appreciate that. Testicular cancer, ovarian cancer, heart cancer, or heart issues, lung cancer. Someone has issues with their skin, could be skin cancer. There's a lot of different types of cancers that are plaguing this dark group of individuals here. That's the message, and you're going to learn about it. Someone may have lost the ability to speak. They may have throat cancer. Someone needs surgery on their throat. Of course, I'm not a doctor by any means. This is all energetically and spiritually downloads that I'm receiving here. But once this, I guess, voice box or however it works, I don't know. I'm not a doctor, as I mentioned. They're not going to have the ability to speak. And this is very justified because they tried everything possible to take away your opportunity to speak in regards to what they have done towards you. Someone's name is Missy or Mrs. M-I-S-S-U-S, Mrs. Someone's name is Brayton or Peyton. Riyadh or Riyadha. Riyadha? Riyadha, you spell it? R-I-A-D-A? I don't know. Riyadha is what I'm hearing. Not Rihanna. Riyadha. And they're pretending that everything is okay, but everything is not okay. The twisted truth that they decided to work with or to play with here became unraveled for the lies to be shown. To be honest, you really, I mean, you can twist the truth temporarily, but eventually the truth is going to become so heavy that is going to unravel itself to where everyone is able to see it. So, I mean, I get what they were trying to doing, but it was only a temporary fix. So we have Gemini here. You could be or they could be. They're losing a lot of family members around them. This is not the energy to be in. Yeah, I just said it, family members. They're losing a lot of family members around them. A Gemini. And if there was a Gemini that was coming towards you or coming for you here, they were coming against you or they were coming for you with their family here. And like every time they try to get a family member to come towards you, that family would pre-transition. This is... People really don't understand how energy works. They really don't. And it's just by their action, you can just tell that they're not very competent in dark energy. They're not. They feel like dark energy is the devil, or they feel like dark energy is against them. If you're utilizing it in a negative way, it will be against you. It will. We have financial failure with an Aquarius here. the group of individuals that did everything possible to separate you from either a family dynamic, meaning you and a child, you and an ex, take it how it resonates. You and an actual family dynamic, again, take it how it resonates here. They thought that was funny. Specifically for individuals that are not connected with the child currently, they thought that was funny. They thought it was funny to see a father or child or mother or child be completely separated and disconnected from one another. And they sat there and they watched you, went through a lot of things, and they got a really good kick out of it. Hey, whatever. You may have temporarily lost a loved one, or this loved one may have been, we'll say, displaced or misplaced in that kind of way. But the real war, the real raw war that they did not anticipate is the succumbing of their family. They didn't anticipate that. They did not anticipate that their family members would be sick. They did not anticipate that their family members will be going through, we'll say, a crisis of identity. They did not anticipate that their lies will be the reason why that they're going through what they're going through here. And it doesn't look good for them. Let's say dark energy. Sad. Very sad. Other people outside of this karmic circle here don't want to deal with you and don't want to deal with these karmics. They don't want to deal with you because they realize that everything that you have mentioned has came to pass. Exactly verbatim in regards to what you stated. So if you said, hey, don't drive your car from such and such to such and such, and they completely ignored the warning signs in regards to what you stated here. When that time came around, verbatim, exactly what you stated is exactly what happened here. And the outside crew, or the people that were surrounding this karmic individual or group of people here, is like, oh no, that's happening to you? Wow, they were very truthful in regards to what they said about you. I don't want that smoke. I don't want those issues. I don't want those problems. So I'm going to disconnect. So the outside influences that influence this group of individuals to come towards you, to do foolish things towards you, they don't want anything to do with you. They're very afraid of you. We all know that one adult to another adult is not going to mention that, or they're not going to say just how much they are afraid of you. Well, I'm here to tell you that the individuals that came up against you are, yes, they are. They are very afraid of you because they don't know what you are, who you are connected with. They don't understand it. Their mind automatically goes to or assumes that you are playing in something that's very dark, and you are not. That's how they perceive you, because they're realizing that you are going to be the only one that is standing left over all of the things that they have done towards you here. And they feel like that you are solely responsible for the demise and the destruction of their family. You're going to have to take that how that resonates. Hi, Michael. Thank you. We have heartbroken. Imagine you connected to spirit, source, God, universe, Krishna, however way y'all do y'all thing, because there's many different walks of life here. And they want to condemn spirit, God, universe, source as demonic. But yet these are the same individuals that said that they believe in a higher power or higher source. But once they get a taste of the so-called higher power or higher source that they keep saying that they believe in, now it's demonic. Now it's dark. Now it's negative. Now you need to stay away from the collective. Which one is it? Which one is it? Which one is it? Again, these individuals do not believe in, or they do not connect with the same energy that you connect with. They believe in God. Now God's demonic. You connect with God's source, the energy of self. And you're able to see it for what it is. Now they want to condemn you for something that they can't understand. They don't make sense. They don't make sense. They don't. And someone that doesn't make sense, it just doesn't make sense to you to fight with something or over something that's going to put you in a very debilitated state of things. All they have are chaos and destruction. That's the only thing that they have, and lies. We'll put that too. Chaos, destruction, and lies. That's all they have. That's what's supposedly keeping them safe from harm. Chaos, destruction, and lies. It's supposedly keeping them safe from harm. Excuse me. Make that make sense. Anger issues. They're mad because they're stuck in suspension energetically, and they can't get out of it. And the more that they become angry, the more that they're going to sink in their anger or their quicksand of lies. I don't care what people do when it comes to truth. You can try to twist it as much as you can. Eventually, no matter how much they try to twist that truth, think of a t-shirt, right? A wet t-shirt. Let's say you're in a position where, let's say your dryer broke down, right? And you're needing to twist this t-shirt to get to the truth. And they keep trying to twist and twist and twist so they can't twist anymore. And the moment that they've completely finalized that last twist, eventually that t-shirt has to pop out into its original state, which will be the truth. No matter how many people or individuals try to twist or mishandle the truth, eventually you're going to wring out all the water, right? Eventually, you're going to flap the t-shirt so it can hang on a, let's say, a clothesline, right? And you're actually able to see the truth. If that makes sense. You cannot hide the truth. You cannot manipulate the truth. You cannot alter the truth. You can't. You can try, but you're going to always fail. That's why I always tell you guys that if you know that you are speaking truth and nothing but truth, you don't have anything to worry about. You don't have to get up in arms. You don't have to fight and scream and yell against them. You don't have to do any of that. the more that you are connected within self, remember, we all have an inner G that we can all connect with self. The inner INNER, the inner G, the inner God of self will never steer you wrong. The inner God of self will always show you the truth of things. Always. One of many ways to connect to the inner God of things is sitting down and sit with self. That is the way, one of many ways that you can connect to that bigger energy, the bigger G versus the smaller G. If that makes sense, the energy of self, which is the smaller G of self, connecting to the bigger G of the universe, source, whatever, however, child. However it resonates. It's like the alphabet. You have the capital G and you have the small g. And when you put those two together, baby, you're unstoppable. So knowing that you are very unstoppable, knowing that no one can stop you from accomplishing or succeeding anything that you place your beautiful mind in or with, it's a losing fight since day one. And that is the message that they had to learn. Are they learning it? Yes, they are. They're learning it very well. That they don't know who walks with who. That smaller energy within yourself is going to open up the greater or bigger or grand, we'll say the bigger G, to manifest or to create whatever it is that you're wanting to create. Whatever so-called God that they believe in is not the same that you believe in. Because this greater energy or this greater source is not going to put you in a position to hurt or to harm either yourself or other people. It's not. That inner guidance, that inner G of self is always going to show you or place you in a position to get out of harm's way. Y'all are not the same. You're not. You will never be. Despite the twisted truth that they speak, you'll never be the same. Thank you. Hidden agenda. Why does the truth have to be twisted for it to be hidden? Why is truth hidden? Why isn't lies hidden? Have you ever thought and sat back and think about that for a moment? Why is it that truths are twisted but never the lies? Ask yourself that question. Why? And who does the lie benefit? Does it benefit you if you're speaking truth? Or does it benefit someone that speaks nothing but lies? Think about that for a second. Why are the lies praised over the truth? Y'all are not the same. They put you in predicaments or positions to make you feel as if you are the same. A liar would never be the same as a person that speaks truth. A person that speaks truth would never be the same as a person that speaks lies. It will always clash. Water versus oil, or water with oil, or oil with water. It will always clash. When you speak the truth, it's like water. It just runs. It just flows effortlessly when you start to speak the truth. It's a never-ending faucet of truth, a water of truth. But when it comes to lies, most people tend to use oil, that makes sense, to muddy up or to throw into the water. Do it. You could even do an experiment for yourself. Place a couple of water in the sink and just add a few droplets of oil and see what happens. It doesn't mix. It's very slick. It's slippery. It doesn't mix well with water. So why are you mixing or combining yourself with someone that do nothing but slick things, harmful things? I could even put it in this way. Oil is very harmful to the environment of water. Perfect example, when oil rigs happen within the ocean and you have certain type of individuals that come out to sea to make sure that they protect the habitats or the environments of the sea animals. And what's the first thing they use to get rid of the oil? Water. Water and oil don't mix. If you are water and you're using truth as such, it's going to flow. But if you have someone that don't understand, and this is figuratively speaking, they don't understand the capabilities or the benefits of speaking truth when it comes to water, because when you speak, it's going to flow. You ain't going to mess up. You ain't going to, you're going to speak it. It's going to flow like water. Oh yeah, that makes sense. There's not going to be any holes in there. You're not going, you know what I mean? Somebody's name is Opal. Okay. All right, I'll take it as such. They were loyal to the lies, and that's fine. They were loyal to their lies because they thought their lies were truth, and that is fine. They're very abusive when it came to the lies. They were very abusive when it came to the lies. And they can't handle the abusiveness when it comes to their lies. That's the hidden agenda. They're tangled up in their own web of lies that they created. They created a web of lies that they can't get out of. They were the creator and also the destroyer of their own lies. They were. As I mentioned before, I'm not feeling sorry for someone that told lies upon lies, upon lies, upon lies to hide your truth. There go my buddy. I will not. But what I will do is at the moment that I catch you lying about whatever it is, and I don't care how small it is, if you're able to catch it, especially when the lie is small, it will benefit you in the long run. Well, how? Because once you're able to see or pinpoint that minuscule or that very small lie, it's going to stop you from allowing that lie to spread into something even bigger or more dangerous. They use lies to place you in harm's way, not them. They use their lies to place you in harm's way. And they want to use all that they have within their arsenal or tools, which is nothing but lies, to place you in harm's way. How do you get out of harm's way? By acknowledging the lies that they spoke about you, Again, it don't always have to be directed towards them. It could just be with you. Oh yeah, I know they lying. You know what? Let me pull away from this person. Let me disconnect from this person. Nah, I ain't messing with that person anymore. Let me go about my life. Let me go about my business. And the moment that you're able to see that minuscule lie, it's going to save you from it's going to save you from a lot, man. So we have friend here. A friend is also displaced or homeless here after sleeping with your significant other, and they're wanting to come back towards you to see if you will help them. Let them go back and connect with the person that they slept with. I don't understand how you're sleeping with another person and they can't help you with whatever it is that whatever you need help with. Why are you sleeping with them in the first place? Why are you sleeping with someone that can't assist you or help you? That doesn't make sense to me. So you're just going to open up your nasty foul front of a glory hell? Yes, I'm going there. Because their foul front is nothing but hell. So you're going to open up your leg to allow someone to insert themselves into your glory hell, and you can't receive help or assistance from them? Why are they coming back towards you for? For what reason? For what reason? They use lies as currency. That's how they were able to maintain their life or their lifestyle, through the currency of their lies. But when it came time to insert the currency of truth, they had nothing to offer and they had nothing to give. These are the type of individuals, this is figuratively speaking, that will live on borrowed time or credit to get ahead. These are the type of individuals that would apply, this is figuratively, could be physically as well, but this is the type of individual that will apply for a credit card, max out the credit card, and won't pay the bill. They're on borrowed time. Borrowed time that's completely up, that they can't get out of, because they refuse to, again, figuratively speaking, utilize the energy that they may have had to pay themselves out of the situation or the stipulation here, drug use and lack of confidence. So because they no longer have the energy to maintain their lifestyle of lies, now they're trying to escape what they have created, which is nothing but lies. They're the one that need 420 friendly things. They're the one that need sugar booger type of things. They're the one that need alcohol to escape what they have done towards you. They're on their own. Low self-esteem because they're escaping through the other alcoholism, paraphernalia, things of that nature. Now they have low self-esteem because they keep either hitting the pipe, snorting up things, digesting things, drinking things down because you've completely divorced or separated from them. Always remember this, collective. You are priceless. Never ever forget that. Your energy is priceless. The connection to source is priceless. You don't need anything to connect when it comes to source. They feel that you do, which is why they burnt out their currency or their energy of self. This is what they felt that you needed to do to get by in life. And that's not true. They thought it was a price for everything to pay. And in this instance, yeah, they paid with their life. Their life was a form of energy that they did not have. So if they depleted themselves of energy, they depleted themselves of life, the only thing left that they have to offer is that, their life. I hope that makes sense. If they have no sustainability of the energy that they keep depleting from, what else is going to be left of them? They have to twist things and mangle things and distort things and alter things and shift things just to, what's the word? Sustain the energy or whatever energy that they may have left. And if you know that your life, if you know that your energy, if you know that your abundance of self is priceless, why are you giving that away so freely? Why are you giving away your energy? Or why are you giving you away so freely to people that don't give a flying F about you? Why? They show you clearly, daily, every day, that they don't care about you. Okay. Is it a hard pill to swallow for some of you guys? Yes. And that's okay. But you have to know your worth in regards to the energy that you are currently living within. You have to know that. They know that, but they don't want you to know that. For whoever resonates on here, you need to tighten up. I say that with love. It could come off as stern, but I promise you, I mean the best for you. I truly do. You're going to have to tighten up, collective, for whoever that resonates for. Once you close that door, that's it. Don't open up the door to any past. Do not. Don't take anyone from your past. Do not. And don't feel guilty because they're trying to put you in a position to make you feel guilty because you refuse to open up the door to the past. Don't use your energy or don't use you or the self of you in a very haphazard way or in a very negative way or in a very, you know what I mean? Don't waste your time, your energy, yourself away to people that don't give a flying F about you. You hold the power, boo. You hold the master key. And there are plenty of people out here that are using many different types of things, clout and trying to get close to you and word of mouth or whatever the case may be, to get close to you to just deplete your energy. Don't. I'll even spit it in this way. I have been growing green beans for quite some time. This is my first time ever growing green beans. And I always find messages in whatever I do. I always do. And something so profound in regards to how the green beans are growing. They started off very small and I allowed them to grow, and now they're very plump and they're ready to grow because they are connected to the source, which is the actual stem or the plant of the flower or the roots of the flower. And if I decided to take away or to pluck or to disconnect that pea or the peas from before it was time to, to disconnect it from its source, I would not yield a bigger abundance. I hope that makes sense. So if this pea or peas is able to stay connected to the source that is helping it grow, why can't you do that for yourself? Who is truly your source here? Is it other people or is it truly source? Who's your main source? Is it other people or is it the divine? Don't depend on other people. Depend on source. Depend on that energy. Depend on the messages that are coming towards you. Oh no, my spirit say, I ain't doing that. No, my spirit say, my source say, I ain't doing it. Even the far-fetched messages that may be coming to you is still valid for you, for your success, for the positivity of your success. Stop ignoring you. Stop ignoring the greatness of you. Because that's what people want you to do. The outside influencers. Oh, you don't need to do that. Why are you always talking to source? You always talking to God. Oh, that's weird. That's not true. Of course they're gonna say that. Because they want you to live how they're living. With no source, no guidance, no energy. Does that make sense? Who's your source? Is it outside influences or is that energy within yourself? That's all I got to say. Aquarius, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Taurus, Cancer. Yes, and so Wanda states on YouTube, disconnect from yourself is disconnecting from God. If you don't plug in, you're not going to be resourceful. If you don't plug in, you won't receive the energy that you're seeking or looking for. You must plug in. Figuratively speaking, if you unhook a plug or disconnect a plug from a socket, there's no energy. There's no currency. There's no connection. You must plug in, especially during these times. There's too many distractions where they want you to pay attention to TV and Facebook and all this other propaganda stuff. They want you to disconnect from self. They want to place things in front of you so you can't see what's going on with self. Capricorn, Scorpio, Virgo. I'm going to leave off with this and I'm about to disconnect from y'all. As I mentioned, I really just want to see y'all do your best. I don't care what it is. Everybody's best going to be slightly different. My job is here to see you live in your potential, your 1,000,000%, not even 100%, because I know the potential that you have. The question is, do you know the potential that you have or carry within yourself? That is the true question that you should be asking yourself. But sometimes some people see it before you do. And I see your potential. And it's nothing but greatness in regards to the potential that you carry and that you have within yourself. Do not sleep on your potential. Do not sleep on yourself. Fuck what these haters have to say. Fuck them. Fuck them, fuck them, fuck them. You are the real deal. You don't have to prove that to anybody but yourself. That's where your confidence kick in. Liars, manipulators versus truth. Which one gonna win? Liars or truth? Your greatness is within the truth that you carry within yourself. The deeper that you go within yourself, the more greatness that you're going to see the truth of yourself. Does that make sense? You're destined to be something great. Put it out, whatever it is. Do what you have came to do, whatever that is. And don't allow anyone to make you feel like you can't do whatever it is that you were destined to do. Okay? Cancer. Scorpio. So if that resonates, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Don't forget, I forgot to promote my book. Don't forget, did y'all get your book yet? Yes, I said it. Did y'all get your book yet? Don't forget to grab your copy of Wisdom Beyond the Wounds. Shameless plug on Amazon. This book was created for individuals that may have went through a lot of severe abuse, traumatic abuse when it came to narcissism. I created this book for individuals like myself and you here that are trying to get out of the trenches when it comes to dealing with many different types of aspects when it comes to narcissism. There will be a class or a workshop that is being created right now that will be going even deeper or in depth in regards to narcissism. I have some really great things that are in store for myself and also the collective. I can only meet you halfway, but you have to meet me halfway in order to be successful. That's it, that's all. And once I realize, once the teacher appears, well, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So when you are ready as the student, I, as the teacher, will be ready to teach. Okay? I love you guys. Go out there, be freaking great, be freaking phenomenal, as I know that you are and can be. And I will see y'all on the next one. See you later. Bye, TikTok. Thank you. Bye, Instagram and Facebook. Thank you. And yes, thank you. It is great for shadow work. Absolutely. For sure. It is great for shadow work. I will see you on the next one. See you later, YouTube. Thank you.